That's cool. I just went to $1.25 an up tree. Girl, this is how bad it is with my bag of change. I know to get the energy drink. I had told my granddaughter we went to the park today and I couldn't get her to leave. So I told her that if she would leave, I would buy her some popsicles. So I was able to get her some popsicles, Italian ices. Yeah. So I had enough of that. Girl, it is that bad. Life Jennings had a song about that. Ever seen a digging in the ashtray? Girl, it's a crumbling and humbling sight to see. I'm doing bad, y'all. Y'all know I can't sing. But whatever. I am. Oh, and don't worry, I ain't finna drink that whole energy drink like that, girl. I just needed a couple sips to wake your girl up because I had went out with my granddaughter today and to the park, and it really wore me out. Really, I don't know if it was that. It's just my work week, you know. I didn't get home till about. We got off at 12:30. I think I got home a little after 1, and then my granddaughter was up. So I don't know what time we went to bed because she keep me up all night. But I think it was more so of the work week. But then I got up this morning, and it was grandmother, granddaughter day. I will try to put those little videos together for a vlog. You know, I used to vlog my life as well so I could show you the other aspects of my life because it shows that I'm not just a prison wife. I'm actually a real human being, have a life just like everyone else. It's just this happened to be an aspect of my life, right? So I'm no worse than you, I'm no better than you, and I'm actually pretty much just like you. Like Keisha Cole used to say, I'm just like you, or something like. Was that just for me? How did her song go? I'm trying to combine the two, just for me and just like you. I forgot the rhythm of that song. But anyways, what it is, you guys, it is Yo Girl Cadillac. Yes, I'm Cadillac Dixon. I'm a drama life prison wife. I'm the legally blind artist that is rapping and painting for justice, hoping to see justice before all face too bleak. Yes, it's your girl Cadillac. Oh, I'm sorry, I left out my hold it. Hold on. Hoping, because you got to hold your breath for justice. That's the part I left out. To see justice before all face too bleak. Yes, it's your girl Cadillac. But yeah, anyways, so girl, that bag of change because I literally got paid and my light bill was due the same day. That was so hurting that it took my whole check. Like my whole, how your light bill, girl? What day and age are we living in where a light bill takes your entire check? So, baby, we really living on a prayer. Y'all remember Bon Jovi, living on a prayer. Don't. Yes, girl, that's one of my karaoke songs I love. But yes, living on a prayer. This day and age, that's the only way you're gonna make it today, like being for real. So I don't know. I got another bill due on the 16th, and I don't even get paid until after the 16th. So I don't know. So we're going to get through. I said I just didn't want to, I'm trying not to make money be the worries in my life because it kind of distracts you from your life because you're sitting here wondering how you going to make these ends meet. Like I say, ends ain't close to me. How the heck am I supposed to survive? Yeah, I know I'm working, but why I can't get food stamps too? Tamika and Candy get them, and they ain't got no job to go to. Oh, I guess it's 'cause I didn't put the kid down on child support, but he was taking care of his kid to the day they sentenced him in court. Yes, girl. I don't want money to distract me from my purpose. I'm supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be fighting my husband's wrongful conviction, breaking other wrongful conviction stories so that y'all can see that this happens a lot, like all the time, honestly. Like it's not a freak accident. There's many people wrongfully incarcerated. Use whatever God gave me to help um, that mission. I'm an artist, grandmama, so I'm supposed to be doing a lot of other stuff than sitting up here worried about these bills. So, anyways, that's what I'm tired from. But I'm gonna bring that vlog later today. I hope if I could get it cut together, whatever. But the other day, I had a live where I was talking about the flip side, like how you could look at things through this, like half full and half empty type thing. Now, a lot of the times, the way that I report things in my life being people call me negative, like, girl, it's nothing new. If you watched me and you're like, oh, it's because she's just so negative, just know you're not the first one to call me negative. I personally don't think that I'm negative because a negative person, I feel like I'm just a realist. Like I'm literally just someone that just, okay, like you know how people say, how you doing? I'm the type that really want to tell you how I'm doing. If I'm not doing so well, I want to say, hey, I'm not really doing so well today. But you know how people, they really want you to just plaster on a fake smile and say, oh, I'm doing good. They don't really want to hear how you're doing. They want to just, it's like a greeting. It's not really an invitation, right? I want to tell you how I'm really doing. No, I'm not really doing so good today. And when people do like comment in the way of like, no, I'm just not doing so well. I want to hear them vent. I want to be able to give them that open space to say how they truly feel. Why always walk around like you're strong, you Teflon stronger, like I said, Fort Tough. My name's Cadillac, but I'm built for tough. You see, my mama done raised me so that the streets don't persuade me. No matter what happens daily, you gotta keep your head up. Yes, I'm Cadillac, but built for tough. But I can't be tough all the time, girl. And when I'm feeling down, I want to be able to release the real feelings of how I'm feeling, girl, and we got to be judged about it. Like I know you done felt that way before. I know you done felt like things weren't gonna never change around, or I know you done felt discouraged, or like Miss Lily, one of my old school friends used to say. She was a little bit older. She used to say disencouraged. I love that. Instead of saying discouraged, she'd be like, "Don't be disencouraged, child." But I like to hear the truth and I like to tell the truth. Stop making people bottle their feelings inside just so you can be comfortable and move on, right? Let people release their feelings because that's a lot better sometimes than just holding that mess in or basically like stuffing it down. You know how when your trash can gets so full, you take it and force it down. I do that at the restaurant, right? So I ain't got to keep changing the trash like that until it's time. I'll just take my gloves and I force it down and I can fit more trash in there. Like literally, that's not what you really want to do in life because it gets so heavy. The trash bag gets so heavy that you could barely lift it, right? You could lift it, but barely. And many times it'll rip, it'll tear, it'll break, right? So you got to release that stuff. But, I don't know. People call it negative. So for me, I just say it's being realistic. Like saying that, everything I did kind of failed. That's not being negative. That's just telling you it didn't work, child. I tried this, I tried that, it didn't work. So the flip side is seeing the other side of a situation. So I wanted to, oh girl, before we get started, I don't want this to go to ringing in my video. Ringer off, but then I forgot you got to turn it down. Girl, you got to do too much. You got to turn that down and then do not disturb. uh, and still might be disturbed because I don't even know if that worked. But the flip side of the situation of my husband being transferred back up the road. Well, for the last year, I would say my grandson was born in June. So I'm going to say between April, yeah, it must have been after our granddaughter's birthday in April. So around May to June, my husband of last year, he was transferred to the Central Florida Reception Center, which was close to home, about 35 minutes. Now, for a good, I don't even know, he was before, once again, close to home for several years at a place called Lake Correctional Institution. But 2017, when we were planning to visit him for our daughter's birthday, 16th birthday, we found out he was abruptly, transferred back up the road. Then he ended up in confinement. The place he went was Artist, and they was like, look, because he has vitiligo, so I was nervous about him because they do it farming and stuff at that camp there. And I was like, I don't know about, can I talk to your classification about, can they get you sunscreen? Can they do, what can they do for you? Because he had, at that time, his vitiligo was bad. Like his whole face basically was white. He barely had any like melanin in his face. And then with that, his skin would get so beet red, and it would be horrible. He even said it was painful. So I was trying to find out how to get him sunscreen when he's like, don't even worry about it. I'm not going back outside. I'm not going back out to work. And I'm like, what? He said that the officer that was over that said that he didn't want any N words working on his team. So when you get up there, up North Florida, many times that's when you run into that ism more often than not, right? So situations between different cultures went on in that prison, and ultimately they ended up getting the most of the BLK men to get transferred up out of there. And I don't know, it was a whole riot that ended up happening, and my husband ends up in close management, which is maximum security, where he's at now, the same facility, right? So he ends up in max facility, and he ends up getting released from max time. This is where now he's visiting behind a thick wall. Our daughter went to visit him the first time behind a wall when she was like 7 months old, 7 months or so, when he was in county jail. I drew pictures of that, but she didn't remember that, right? So at 16, this is her first time actually seeing her father behind a glass. And she was like, oh my gosh, it looks like they're animals. Like it really didn't sit well with her, the way it was some guys that were like tapping at the window, and they were up on the window and making faces, and she was like, oh my gosh, it looks like we're in a pound. Like this is a, so this was her first time seeing her dad in that manner behind a glass, because we had face-to-face visits. He got through that, but 2020 hit and he was stuck there. Once he was stuck there, they said the only place that didn't have that stuff in 2020, bad like that, was way up on the Florida, Georgia, Alabama line. So about 7 hours away from the house, he gets transferred up there. And last year, around that May time, that's when, abruptly he was transferred back home to the Central Florida Reception Center. His first time being back in the city of Orlando since he was wrongfully incarcerated in 2002. So 2024, he finally made it back to Orlando for a good adjustment transfer. So we were hoping that would last a little while, like, at least a few years, like when he was at the last facility, Lake. which was still not that far, but it's in a different county. It's not in Orange County and it's not in Orlando. It's dang, what city is that? Is that Orlando? Dang, where the heck is Lake? No, that's not Orlando. What? Claremont. That's what it is. Claremont, Florida, but it's not far. So we're thinking he's gonna do some years there, and he has about 11 years of his wrongful conviction to do. So maybe in 3 to 4 more years we'll have to deal with him transferring back up the road, but not right now. And abruptly, a couple of weeks ago, he's transferred back up, and ironically back to the maximum security prison. But he's not in maximum. They open a camp right directly on the same property, but behind the maximum facility. So it's a regular camp. It's small, just being open and back up. It was abandoned, and I was just talking to him. He was like, they ain't got nothing to do. Like, he was talking about classes he was taking, where he could log on to the computer and take whatever classes he was in, and he was enjoying that, spending much of his time doing that. He said it's nothing there to do but just go to canteen. He said they sure make sure you go to canteen. Like the other places, they didn't get to always go because I don't know, they call them on certain days. He was like, they definitely let you go to canteen, but there's nothing else to do. That and watch TV, which he's not really a TV person like that. So, and then this is like, I don't know, way out in the country woods, way back. This is way out there. So, and then I asked him, what else did I ask him? I can't think right now. I probably have to take note. But he's not really enjoying it like that. But I guess he's trying to settle in or whatever because, hey, I'm here. What else can I do, right? So I was trying to see the flip side of it. What good could it be that he's transferred back up the road and now we're not able to visit like we were? We were doing weekly visits with our granddaughter and grandson. My granddaughter used to love to build with my she'll tell my husband, be like, Granddad, you want to build with me? They go up, they go get the little Legos, and she building this. She build me a dinosaur. She loved T-Rexes. Build me a dinosaur. Build me this, build me that. They would be doing that. And now we're unable to do that. Now, she hasn't quite noticed. She has mentioned Granddad, but she ain't quite noticed that, like, today we would have went to see him. We did go to see him last week, way up the road, but I couldn't pull that again. Not, it's going to be a couple of more weeks, probably at least 2 more weeks before I try to go back up that road. So right now, she ain't quite realized that we're not visiting Granddad like that. But so today, I think one of the good aspects, if we're going to look at the flip side of it, is that it gives me a little bit more time to work on what I need to. I look at things through spiritual eyes. So God knows best, right? There was this one song, Mom knows best, get it from your mumsy. But Father knows best, right? He knows that if Marcello is here in town, girl, I'm going to be going every single weekend. Though people are like, you can't just skip a weekend. He knows I was going to be heading up there to that prison, right? So I need my storage unpacked so I can get the money back from that storage so I can stop, like, basically throwing that money out the window. So I need to do that. I need to get things in order in my life. I need to be working on my channel. Thank you guys. Things are ticking up. I'm trying not to even, this is my negative self. Even though I don't feel like I'm negative, but I'm just going to call it what everybody else calls it. I want to act like it's not happening because it has been so long that I've been wanting my channel to grow that, and it hasn't, that it's hard to accept that, oh, your channel looks like it's growing. So I'm acting like I don't even see that. But I'm starting to see people leaving comments. You know how long I've been on this channel talking to myself. So I 100% thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to try to go back through today and just answer every comment. Girl, that is amazing that somebody is actually hearing this story and people are giving me feedback, and I appreciate you guys so much. So it's giving me that type of time to work on things that I really need to work on. Another thing is that I only had 2 days off from work, right? Well, still only had 2 days off from work. And one would be kind of geared all towards visitation. So now this gives me back the 2 days. So usually visitation, and then Mondays, I'll be trying to take my granddaughter somewhere, right? So now me and granddaughter hung out. Today, we went to the farmer's market in Orlando. So I do hope that vlog will come out. But now tomorrow can be one of my days, because Mondays, what I used to do, like when I was really on it, I used to go sit at the library and I would actually work and I would schedule out things and I would make a plan for the week, because I know I have to stay strategic about my time to be able to do everything that I need to do. So now Monday can go to that straight me time and planning and getting things organized time. And I would just go off on my own, like basically on Mondays. But now it became family day because Sunday ended up being visitation day. So it's given me a little bit more time to focus back on me, right? Where I need to get things together in order. So I'm gonna say that's one good aspect um, of this transfer, right? Back up the road. I'm gonna say another good aspect is that it's gonna in turn cause me to save money, because today I would have been trying to go to visitation. You know, they only have the fresh food vending machines, which cash going DLC going cashless is a cash out. Y'all know that video I had. If I had the time, I'll link it in the description box. But now, no canteen window, which I used to only bring $20 to maybe 30, 40. Rarely we'll use $40 for visitation, but that's like if everybody's there, our daughter, our grandkids, Marcello eating what he want to eat, and then I actually feel like eating, that would be a $40 day. When you're using that vending machine and the sandwiches, the cheaper sandwiches are $5. The more expensive ones are $7 a piece. Your drinks are $3 about. They're 280, 290, so they're about $3 a drink. There's no coffee. Coffee was only cents, a few cents. There's no coffee. There's no noodles. Noodles were cheap. You can get dollar noodles each person. But it costs you to have to spend more money during visitation. And there used to be a limit. When it was money, you could only bring in $50 per person. Well, with your card, you just sliding. You're not even really adding or calculating, right? And it also puts holds on it, so it holds more than your what you purchase, and you have to swipe each single time because it does not let you purchase multiple items on one credit card swipe. So you can easily spend $70 a visit. So by me not going at all, I saved gas. I didn't have to spend gas, toll, because I would have been on that toll road, and I think that's about four. It's about $4 each way, so that's about $8. The gas, that could be about 20. That's about $25 I saved. And then the food, that's almost $100. Whoa! So as the time goes, I'm gonna save money not visiting like that. But because now I'm not visiting, he's gonna be calling more often. So we have to watch that. But if I put an extra $20, let's say I just put an extra $20 on the phone, it's still less than what it would have been going to visit. What we really need to do is get back to emailing. It used to be letter writing during this time, which was free, but they kind of deleted that. So now the cheapest communication is going to be emails, and I do need to get the pictures together to send him. I still have not sent him the birthday pictures from our grandson's birthday. So it's giving me a little bit more time and it's saving me a little bit of money. So I'm gonna say that's the flip side. And it's if it's the separation, it's a reason that God is separating us at the moment, right? So maybe it is to focus somewhere else. Um, and that's how I'm gonna just see it for now because I'm not negative like they try to tell you. I actually do try to see the bright side. I do try to see, what good can come from this, right? But I am gonna tell you the truth about how I feel. I hate having to sugarcoat just to make everyone happy. All right, guys, I will talk to you later. I got to run to the store with the granddaughter and daughter. So we're going to go and pick up, I think it's her wick stuff. So, yeah, I will talk to you later, and I hope to see you guys later doing a chat, a paint and chat. I have not gotten to paint this painting. It's from Miss Angie Stone. It was a tribute painting that I started and never got to finish. It was like the whole time I was in the hospital, I was like, I can't wait to get out to do this painting, this beautiful painting of Miss Angie Stone I'm gonna do. And then, girl, I did nothing. I just did the outline. So now this also could be time to get back to my art and my basically on my grind. So who was it? I can't remember who I listened to, but she was basically saying that if we never went through Tantonet, I love her. This lady, I love her prayers too. I have to link her. Y'all seen earlier. I did earlier this week. Last week now. I did a video where she was doing a prayer for the wrongfully convicted. This woman knows how to pray. I love her prayers. Her prayers center me. I listen to her in the morning. She does prayers before you go to sleep and in the morning. I love her. But she was like, let's just be honest. If God gave you everything you wanted and he did not stretch you, that's what she was saying, that stretching, that is where that growth comes in. When you are being stretched, when it's not so pleasant, when it's not so, everything ain't working out, everything ain't the way you want it. Like, that's when you grow. And that's when you actually get closer to the Father. So this could just be a stretching. And we're going to stretch through this. We're going to get through this. I'm going to get through this through y'all are praying with me. Thank you so much. But through the Lord, this is going to be overcame just as well. All right, guys, I will talk to you later. It's your girl, Cadillac.